So, what's today's agenda? Today's agenda is to break up with somebody that you're not dating. I don't know why, I feel like I have to, get rid of this friend of mine. There's, too much of an emotional attachment to her, and it's threatening to me, and I gotta get rid of it. I need to get rid of her, and I don't know how to do it. The other problem is, I kind of feel like it's not authentic. Now, this is some, insecurity shit that's coming to the surface that I have to face, and it's come on, man. 'Cause to be perfectly honest, if my mind didn't see things, if I couldn't see things the way that I see them, I'd be pretty concerned that I'm in a seriously toxic relationship with somebody who is as emotionally unavailable as a human being can be without being entirely emotionally unavailable. I'd say maybe 99.998%. But the thing is there's a part of me that is, this is probably a good idea to be talking about this, because this might actually help shed some light on some things, for me, at least. Because I'm constantly in this place, why is she in my life? Why is she in my life? Why are we in each other's lives? This has been going on for 2 years, to the degree that it's at. And it's kind of for me, it's I gotta get out of this. But the fucked up thing is I've been saying that for 2 years. If you look at my fucking journals, over the past 2 years since June 2nd of 2021. It's literally 2 years. The Pisces third moon that was the other day was the second lunar anniversary. I know this because on June 2nd, 2021, there was a third quarter Pisces moon. So I know this. Space science magic. But what's most concerning to me is that ever since then, I can't, she's in there, right? I cannot fucking stop fucking thinking about her. And it's not I'm thinking about her, she's just in there. She's just in my fucking head. I can feel her in my head. Right now. I feel her in there, lying in bed, thinking the exact same thing. How do I break up with Derek? How do I get rid of Derek? We're not even dating. He's not going to take this seriously. No, I am taking it seriously because I think the same thing. I think we I don't know. I mean, let me try to approach this from a human perspective. We fucked up. We're not compatible. We're not compatible in any way, shape, or form. We don't even make good friends. We're friends out of convenience. We're friends because there's nobody better. And even, friends, we're barely even friends. We haven't even talked in days. And it's not even she talks. I'm the only one who talks. She doesn't talk. Shows no emotion, no nothing. We haven't even talked on the phone once. I gave her my phone number 2 years ago. We have not talked. Here's what I think. Part of it, this is what I think is going on. It's she doesn't have anybody else. So she just keeps me around for when she needs somebody for something, which doesn't happen very often. Like we can go like a week or two without. I think the most we've ever gone was like 4 weeks. But that was a while back. So since then, the longest it's been is like 2 weeks. And I know that's not a lot of time. Like, what do you mean? No, we haven't talked in 2 weeks. Are you fucking serious? Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, that's how I know. Like, this is a problem. I think this is an issue. This is a challenge. Because I don't want to be a part of this anymore. Did you tell her? No. I don't know how to say it. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. Part of what? I don't want to be your friend anymore. What? Why? Because the feelings that keep on coming up are like really too intense. Like I'm done with it. Like I feel like, okay, all right, I allowed myself to be vulnerable. I allowed myself to be open. I allowed myself to like really like make a fool out of myself. You don't really see it that way, dude. Part of me does, yeah. Yeah, like why would you go and why would you go to see a band, an artist that you don't even like, that you would never listen to go record the show for somebody else? Why would you do that? Because you're a nice person. I wouldn't have done it for anybody else. That's the problem. Why wouldn't you have done it for anybody else? Why? Because I just wouldn't. And I think that the fact that I wouldn't do it for somebody else, well, I mean, I can't say I wouldn't do it for anybody else because I've never had the reason to do it for anybody else. I mean, the reason I did it for her was because I thought it would make her smile and make her day because she wasn't able to go. See, like that, I got a problem with that. I got a serious fucking problem with that. But, I mean, do I want to take it out on her? Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I think that's what the whole, this thing is all about. It's like, I don't like I don't like who I am because of you. I don't like who I'm turning into. I don't like who I've turned into since over these past 2 years. And I appreciate the growth, but I don't like where I want to be done with it. Like I feel like you're holding me back from actually doing something more with my life. Because right now, I've just been sitting home, and I feel like there's a part of me that's like sitting there waiting. Because I've been here before, especially with my ex-wife. I used to justify a lot of me like just being home and like a lot of the work that I was doing, going, you know, she's gonna show up any day. Like her and my son, they're gonna pop up like fucking Sarah Connor. Come with me if you want to live. All right, I've been waiting, but I've been here for going on 5 years. They never came. They came once and they asked that I leave. They were coming to visit my mother. After fucking 2 years, they're coming to visit my mother and they asked that I wasn't here when they came. Okay? This is fine. I went to go have fun that day anyway. I actually had an amazing time that weekend. So I'm glad. But I don't have... I won't... It's an avoidant attachment style. I have to get rid of her so I don't... I've already put myself in too vulnerable a place, and I think I've like expressed this before too. It's like I don't like opening up this much, and I feel like getting her out of my life is actually going to help me like recuperate from all of the trauma that I put on myself, because it's really traumatic. I mean, I do it all the time, not just with her, but I mean, I don't talk to anybody like I talk to her. But what I mean is like opening up with people about wounds and traumas. Like I have a tendency of doing that. Like right now, like this is shit. Like this is some shit that I should probably be talking to a therapist to, but I'd be better off talking to myself, because a therapist, like, I have 24/7 access to me. And what the fuck's a therapist gonna tell me? Go get a job that'll distract your mind and continue working on your art and your hobbies. I don't have a fucking hobby, you fucking moron. I started a fucking business so I don't have to fucking work for anybody anymore, you dipshit, motherfucker. And I haven't had a fucking cigarette in 2 days. See this? I want to punch it. Like the more that I'm talking about this, the more that I'm getting like fucking pissed. Which is a good thing. I'm so happy that's happening. Why? Because I can't stuff this shit down. It's gotta come out. I don't know if you, the past fucking days I've just been fucking letting loose on shit. And I'm not learning to not feel bad about it. I'm fucking surrounded by fucking dummies, lazy motherfuckers who have the balls to call me fucking lazy. Meanwhile, raise your hand. How many people wrote fucking 100 books in 5 years? Go fuck yourself. How many people fucking work for themselves in the house? Me. How many people are fucking doing jobs that they hate? Everybody else. Don't fucking get pissed off at me because your life sucks. You chose to make it shit. You are the problem to your own fucking life. Stop fucking blaming me for shit. You know how many fucking times I've had to hear, you know, I gotta get shit because of you. No, motherfucker, you get shit because of you. Don't fucking throw that bullshit on me. Oh, he's mad at me because of you. Fuck you. He's mad at you because you're a fuck. Stop throwing your bullshit on me. Everybody. The last time I fucking had a text chat with my ex-wife. Not the last time, but I love you, I need you. You don't love anybody but yourself. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Like, I feel like that's the thing. That's why I have to be exactly the way that I am, because I have fucking nothing but gaslighters and self-loathing people whose shit energy just fucking infects me like goddamn cancer. It's like impossible to get the fuck away from it. Because everybody fucking sucks, man. This is why Jesus wanted to fucking suffer the most horrendous death that he possibly could. Like right now, like it actually just doesn't seem that bad. Like I've been watching BDSM videos, just fucking thinking about like, one, it'd probably be cool if it was a lady doing it instead of a fucking Roman, but fucking just beat the shit out of me and fucking nail my hand to the goddamn cross. I just want as much suffering as possible, just so I can forget about all of the miserable, awful people that I've been fucking surrounded with my entire life. It's like fucking, it's like, I feel like it's punishment. You know how many times people ask me how my day is going? How's work going? I know you've been like balls to the wall for fucking 4 years straight. This is all you do. Like, how's it going? Like, are you seeing any progress? How do you feel? 0 fucking times. I try to have a fucking conversation. Hey, how's your day going? That's good. Okay. Alright, so clearly we have a fucking talker. It's funny, I hear everybody else talking and having conversations, but I try to jump in. I try to have hey, how you doing? How's it going? Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna just keep my fucking headphones on and just focus on me, because obviously, like, even when I do talk to people, it's just fucking bullshit that comes out of their fucking mouths anyway. I couldn't fucking vent if I wanted to. This has only been going on for 15 minutes. You know, this feels like an hour has passed already. What would make you happy? I don't fucking know what would make me happy. If I had a fucking apartment, studio, a home, where I don't have to fucking look at, talk to, or see anyone ever again. I fucking hate being around people. And trust me, this too shall pass. Like, I'll feel better about it. I know why this is happening. It's the time of year. Like, unfortunately, and that's another thing. You fucking idiots. You don't understand the power of the fucking lunar cycle, so you wouldn't fucking understand that what's going on with me right now is actually just part of an evolutionary process of my body releasing toxins that are no longer serving me and that need to go. It's not so much that I'm antisocial, there's a fucking spiritual meaning behind it, and I'm fucking shedding bullshit that I don't need anymore. And hopefully, that means shedding the fucking bullshit people in my life. And I can say that right now because I'm just fucking venting. Give a fuck if it hurts anybody's feelings. It doesn't matter, because nobody gives a fuck if they hurt my fucking feelings. Nobody ever considers if they've ever hurt my feelings. No one's ever asked me, are you alright? Like, does this bother you at all? Yeah, it fucking bothers me. It triggers the fuck out of me. Then why don't you say something? Because I fucking get off on the fucking misery. I get off on it. Not in a good way, in a really terrible fucking way that makes me hate you more and more with every passing second. But at the same time, that hatred that I feel for you is bolstering the fucking love that I have for myself like a fucking inferno. You are so much better than this. You have known it since you were a fucking child. You were not wrong. It's just more confirmation. You're better off on your own. Unfortunately, you're a fucking leech right now. So take advantage of everything that you have at your disposal. Because these people don't even like you. None of them like you. And it's not that you're a bad person. It's not. The reason they don't like you is because they're fucking jealous of you. Grandma said the same thing. Remember what Grandma said? She said, fuck everybody. Who gives a fuck what they say? They're all fighting each other. They're fighting each other over you because you're more beautiful than they are. Everybody wants to fuck the Leos over. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I get that. Because I got what everybody else wants. Personality. Drive. Sorry, boys, but waking up every day and going to a shitty job that you hate to go to, that's not called drive. That's called fucking self-abuse. If you actually gave a fuck about yourself or what you were doing, you would be doing something that makes you happy instead of something that you hate. Or something that you know is a fucking waste of time. This is the best and highest good of my time. Why? Because it's helping me. Being of service to myself so I can be a better service to other people. Because it's better off that I say this shit to myself than it is that I say it to everybody who I want to say it to. Because I want to say it to fucking everybody. I hate you. I have hated you for as long as I've known you. I cannot wait for you to die. Because once you finally die, then I'll have that piece of my soul back. Because you're wasting it. You are literally the source of my suffering. It's not me anymore. I've actually done the work to start looking for those pieces of myself that were fucked up and I was intentionally hurting myself with. But I've kind of run out of everything, so the only thing left for me to do is to go, if I can't find anything else of myself that I fucking hate, maybe I should start fucking hating everybody else. Jesus said, is it in Romans? To be my disciple, you need to hate your mother and father. You need to hate your brother and sister. You need to hate your wife and child. Oh, and you must also hate your own life. I fucking hate everybody. Fuck you, daddy. Fuck you, mommy. Fuck you, grandmas. Fuck you, uncles and aunties and sister and brother. Ex-wife, son, potential future girlfriend. Fuck all of you. You all spreckens a dick. I hate every single one of your dumb faces. I pray to the dark ones that you all die the most painful, miserable. You already are. My wish is already coming true. A slow, miserable death. Every day you wake up dreading tomorrow. Bragging. Your good night wish to the universe and God is, please don't let me wake up tomorrow. Please, I don't want to do this again. That's what I want. I want everybody to feel like I've had to feel. I want everybody to feel how I've had to feel over the past 5 years starting now. To go through all of the same emotions and ups and downs and just fucking cram it down everybody's throat. How do you know they don't already feel that way? I don't. It just makes me feel better saying it because fuck everybody. I hate everybody. Oh, it's okay that you talk like this. It's not okay that you record it. I don't give a flying fuck. You just see the shit that I write down. I'm actually afraid to write some of the shit that goes on in my head. And why should I be afraid? Why should I be afraid to write down my thoughts? Why am I so afraid that I feel like my life is going to be taken away from me? That my daily comforts are going to be stripped away from me because I speak my mind. Oh, well, maybe that's because that's what always happens. Because once people know how you really feel, oh, I don't like that. I like you better when you're miserable and I didn't know you were doing all this. Why? What do you do? I was having this vision yesterday. I mean, the people in my family, they talk about me when I'm not around. I don't think it's always positive either. But the fucked up thing is, and I guess I appreciate it for what it is, for what it's worth, but they fucking tell me. What do you mean they tell you? Oh, we were talking about you. You were? The fuck were you saying? I fucking hate that. Why the fuck are you talking to other people about me? Why can't you talk to me about me? Oh, I didn't think you were doing anything with yourself. Why? My uncle allegedly my uncle told my mom that I need to get psychiatric help because I told him that I had a false memory of him and his friends molesting me. After he threw it in my face that I said it. Oh, did he tell you that I molested him too? Yeah, the fucking guy with a reputation for being a fucking molester then victim blames me, which then makes me go, wait, did he just do that? Isn't that what I thought that's what people do when they want to take the attention off of them. They make you feel bad. I remember telling my mother once, I remember coming home one day and seeing that guy's car there and wondering, oh my God, I hope he didn't do nothing to the kids. What? What? Wait, what? And then my grandmother, your mother told me what you said. You better not talk about it. What? Why would she tell you that? And wait, why, what the fuck? What did you guys say? Oh, he knows. How does he know? What? So wait, was I or wasn't I? I just at this point I just say that I was. I was molested as a kid by my uncle and his friends. Because I don't know what else to fucking do with it. Like, why is my brain showing me these fucking things, man? Listen, I'm listening to music. It's getting me like, no, I'm glad about it. Oh, we can't even tell if you're being serious. No, I'm being serious. This is how healing work works. It's like you have to be like happy and glad for all the things and go, fuck yes, I'm so happy that happened to me. I'm so happy that it happened to me. That was the best thing ever. I don't remember it. I mean, I remember, I could see it. Don't you think it's possible that your brain's just showing you those things? Yeah, I think that's possible. That's how I've been trying to justify it for the past five years since it first happened. So yeah, I've been calling it a false memory just to make myself feel better too. I'm having a false memory that gets more and more detailed the more that it comes to my mind, because it just pops in there from time to time. It just pops up. We'll push it away. No. You push your fucking thoughts away. If you want to disrespect yourself like that, you go ahead. But I have a little bit more respect for me and my thoughts, because I go, if you want me to see this, there's got to be a good reason why you want me to see it. It's not happening for no reason. Everything happens for a reason. So what would be the reason that my mind is showing me being molested? And not even just like, I mean, brutally. Getting jerked off on my face. That's what I see. It's like a 7-year-old me. I say 7, but I don't really know. But young like that. Getting jerked off on by adult men. Who are having a good time and laughing. And me screaming and crying, afraid. Like, that's what I see in my head. Why? Where's that coming from? Society? Did society brainwash me into thinking that? I mean, one guy, right now, he's got a hole rotted in the back of his head because of something that happened to him. And the funny thing is, I just told the universe, like, listen, if this really did happen, and I'm not saying that it did, that's what I was saying at the time, but if this is the case, then I want to stick my dick in the hole in his head. I'd be okay with that. After he dies. Because if I really was molested like that, then I think that would be the most just reciprocation. Necrophilia. And use the natural hole that put itself there for me. If that's really what happened. Because if it happened, then I'll find myself in a position that it would happen. That I would be allowed to do that. With impunity. Well, here's the thing. Is like, right now we're on day 4 of 7 of the last phase of this lunar cycle. It happens 12 times every year. This is like the hardest week. This is hell week. This is literally hell week of the lunar cycles, because all of the most horrible shit, all of the work that we did over the last 3 weeks has been great. It's delicious. But all of that work is coming down, and it's got to push all the other shit out. It's like, one of the things they don't tell you in spiritual school is like healing, yeah, you got to take the medicine, but you got to puke up all the shit. Like, you can't drain the fucking pus out of a wound and not feel it. Like, there's a lot of rage in me, there's a lot of darkness that's coming up. But those feelings that are like coming out, it's purifying. In what way? Purifying me in the sense that, holy shit, I can actually get that out of me and not be afraid of it. Hold on, where's that quote? I love this. I'm reading this book. It's called The Book of Mistakes. Maybe we'll read a chapter. But I love this. This is like the best line ever. Where is it? I have it open to it. Well, this is the beginning of the journey. Like, the beginning is when you have more questions than answers. Readiness is when your desire is stronger than your distraction. Knowledge comes in bursts, but wisdom speaks in silence. Acceptance of the new is possible only with space from the old, which means you got to get rid of the old. That's all old shit that's coming up right now. So everyone can go take a shit in their own hats. I don't give a fuck. I ain't fucking. This is why you pay a therapist. No, motherfucker. This is why you fucking have a YouTube account and you just fucking throw your shit on there. It's just as fucking it's just as valuable as going to a fucking therapist. Plus, if you go to a therapist, I used to say this to all the people I used to work with, all my old clients, is like, you can go to a therapist, but that human factor is still going to be there. You're not going to want to get judged. So you're going to keep your mouth shut about shit, and you're going to lie, and you're not going to be totally honest all the time. You can't even be honest to yourself. How the fuck are you going to be honest with your fucking therapist? Come on. And plus, your therapist isn't there to help you. They're there to keep getting you to pay. They ain't doing it because out of the goodness of their heart. They're there because you're paying them. Try to go to your therapist without paying the bill. Ain't gonna happen. Like my friend, let's go to a fucking therapy. Okay, yeah. Good idea. They're just gonna fucking sap you. That's just another bill. Be true, above all things, be true to thine own self. Discard the unnecessary to make room for what matters. Yeah, all this shit in here that's coming up, I don't need it no more. This is all bullshit that's getting in the fucking way of me being in the most perfect relationship with my fucking self. Because I am the only person that matters. Not this fucking girl, not my fucking son, not my ex-wife, not my mommy, not my dead daddy, not my brother, not my sister. I love them all to death. But, you know what? They all fucking drop dead tomorrow. My life will go on and I will have to be the one who will have to pick up the pieces and do things. It's not about fucking sitting there going, oh, I regret this, I regret that. No, I got everything that I needed to get out of everybody that I have in my life. And when it's their turn to die, that says to me, it's a message. You got everything you needed from them. Celebrate that they're returning back to become one with the Force. Like my step-grandmother. She's on her way out. I love that woman. She's going to be dead soon. I'm not going to see her. But I remember her spirit. I'm talking to her spirit. Oh, shit. Did she die? She's about to. This is exactly what happened with her daughter, too. My step-aunt died in 2021, January 26, 2021, or 2020. I remember that. And, no, 2019. And she told me that she died like 4 hours before we got the phone call that she died. She let me know that her soul had evacuated the body and that it was just life support keeping the vessel alive, but her spirit was gone. And that's kind of what just happened. Is Rhonda just came to me and told me that it's over, Johnny. But I mean, here's the other thing: is a lot of the people. See, I believe I live in the present, which is technically the future for most people. Everybody else around me is stuck in the past. Everybody is stuck in the past. You cannot bring anybody to the future. Like, you can't. It's better to be miserable in the past than to have to face it and then like move on. Often we are on a journey long before our conscious minds realize it. Yeah, because your conscious mind is fucking stuck in the past. That's the fucking difficult part to break free of it. Yeah, scheiße. But I don't know. You wanna read this with me? Well, see, like, here's the other thing: is I don't have any other friends. Like, that's why this chick, like, I just use her because I don't have a friend. My family, I just use them because I have nowhere to stay. My sister won't let me live with her, so. Like, I'm not getting another job. Like, I have a job. I have to figure out how to get paid. I have to just let the money roll in. Just trust that everything I'm doing is working exactly the way that it's supposed to. So much had happened since Zarya had started her journey the night before, and she tried to tamp down the emotions she was feeling, worry for her uncle, confusion over Alexander's appearance at her house at such an hour, and stress from weight of her purpose now firmly on her shoulders. Knocking on the door, she said another quick prayer for her uncle. Her uncle's beloved friend greeted her and ended her short-lived hope that perhaps all was well. "I thought you were still asleep. I didn't realize you were out," Robert said, not questioning directly, but the look in his eyes did little to hide this curiosity about her whereabouts. "Yes, I went for an early morning walk in the woods to clear my head." Arya strived to always tell the truth, but she didn't dare share more information against her uncle's wishes. "And I have been on a walk in the woods," she thought to herself. Robert glanced at the box she had tucked under her arm, but seemed to accept her story, or he lacked the will to pursue it further. "Well, he's been asking for you. He actually said he will not die until he sees you again. He said, an air of sad resignation in his voice. She thanked him, only partially present in the moment. The other part of her was still at the fire. "The news will arrive at some point, but for now she said nothing." She took her leave and moved toward the bedroom. She heard her uncle's labored breathing even before she entered his room. At least he had survived the night. Arya pushed the door open, the hinges squealing, announcing her presence. Her uncle's piercing, questioning eyes met hers. She looked down, afraid of losing him. "You have it?" he asked with a surprisingly strong voice, though the usual baritone was replaced with a raspy tone. She nodded. "How are you?" He silenced her with a wave of his hand. "Let's not waste the precious time and words I have left on my condition." "I'm glad it's here," he said, gazing at the box. She looked at him again, and instead of feeling the weight of responsibility, she only felt a deep love for the man who had taught her everything worth knowing. She smiled at him willing herself to be strong. The manuscript must be protected. It represents tremendous power, and I still need to... Midway through the sentence, he coughed loudly, a spell that lingered for a few minutes. The strength she had seen in him now seemed to wane as he gasped for a breath and his eyes closed. She walked closer to the bed, took his hand and then stroked his face, tracing the weathered lines of life now ebbing. He must have been up all night, worrying. Only a minute later, his eyelids closed, heavy, and seconds later he was asleep. Arya knew not how long he would live. She wanted to ask him what to do, where to go, and how and whether to warn the Nine. She slumped into a chair next to the bed, pulling a small blanket up to her chest and maintaining a vigil. Her uncle's presence and his rhythmic snoring somehow soothed her nerves. Exhausted, Arya dozed off herself. In her dreams, her mind replayed her first meeting with Alexander. Alexander was thrust into her life with such power, an unexpected surge of energy. He was tall, imposing, his smile bright and yet slightly off-center. He had only recently moved into town, a former soldier who left the army with distinction and unusual humility, since he would talk so little about his own wounds in service. Now he was working as an apprentice and learned a new trade. His left arm and shoulder clearly gave him trouble, but his injury did not define him. Their first glance turned into a gaze and seemed to her like destiny, something she had longed for. Her uncle welcomed the courtship, and as she pictured these last few weeks, he mostly remembered the laughing. He was a master storyteller and regaled her with tales from distant lands. Now all of it was suspect. Was everything that had happened these last few weeks a ploy to get her to get close to her and then steal her uncle's book? What else could have been doing in the middle of the night? What else could he have been doing in the middle of the night? She tossed and turned her unconscious mind, searching for answers just out of reach. In her dream, Alexander faded away, and then the other man came into the picture. She could see the marks on his skin, the oil in his hair, and she smelled the foulness of his breath as if he were right in front of her. It was like she was seeing him from an angle above. She shivered as she watched him, his sneer not hiding the evil within. Who was this man? She woke in a daze, not recognizing the room, her vision slowly coming into focus. She looked over to her uncle's bed and then leapt up. The bed was empty, and the manuscript box was missing. The recognition of what happened stung her. Though expected, it still caught her off guard. She put her hand on his pillow, which was still warm. The door creaked open, and she spun around. Her mouth dropped open, and yet no sound came out. Uncle Raymond's eyes twinkled at her as he reached out and brushed a stray strand of her auburn hair from her face. As he did this, she reached for his hand and grasped it, not quite certain whether she was seeing an apparition or if a miracle had truly happened. "I thought you were gone," she said, managing a smile, feeling for appropriate words. Her uncle's mouth curved into the classic smile of his, the one she had feared she would never see again. For a moment she thought perhaps she was still in her own bed, imagining his visage. Ow. His words soothed her. "Arya, the sickness tried to take me, but you know your old uncle. I'm not going anywhere until I'm ready, and my work is done." His words and subsequent laugh were stronger than they had been in days, though she could hear the hoarseness still lingering. "I know I have limited time, but my hours has not yet come. There's still much to be done, and I can think of no one better than my beautiful, brave niece to accomplish the task at hand." Arya blushed, pushing a stray hair from her eyes. She turned to her uncle. "Uncle, I try to be brave at all times. I try not to doubt. I just want it to end soon, and I don't want to fail you." In her uncle's eyes, Arya saw understanding. His eyes bobbed slightly up and down. "It's our duty to protect the secrets for now. The manuscript can change the balance of power." "Uncle, There were many men arriving at the house. I'm not sure how you knew when they would be coming, but I made it just in time. She swallowed, but wanting to give voice to her fear of betrayal. I think Alexander is involved somehow. I don't want to think it, but he was there with the other men this morning. Uncle Raymond's eyes widened as he weighed this news. One step at a time, my dear Arya. This new information was clearly unwelcome, and yet he didn't dwell on it. We have much to do. Much to do. As her uncle said this, his gaze shifted over her left shoulder, through the paned glass onto the house gate. I have sent a message to the 9, but I must work on the transition. We need to retrieve the 3 laws of the Keepers. The 3 laws of the Keepers? What? Ha! Arya, the 3 laws of the Keeper. Arya, the Keeper has a serious position as the leader and protector of the 9. There are laws that are universal truths but carry more power as a leader. Uncle Raymond, I love you, I do. I want to do what you ask, but I don't understand any of this. Everything is happening too fast, and you need to be resting. You still aren't well. Time is swift. Time is a swift current pulling us along with unmatched power. Much as we wish, we cannot stop it or slow it. But let's not talk about this now. They'll be coming to tell us of the fire. Let them think I'm convalescing in bed. Let's go. Believe me, my friends can well handle them. He gestured out the window overlooking the field in front of the house, and she saw the group of men immediately. Her heart jumped. That's one of them, she said in a whispered but urgent tone. An involuntary shudder ran through her body. He is the man who was speaking to Alexander. Uncle Raymond followed his eyes and saw him. That's Ulrich, he said flatly. I'm not surprised. I sure hope Alexander isn't mixed up with the likes of him. He's been trying to get the book and learn its secrets for years now. Wait. Oh no. There he is. Alexander is with him. Arya said in a whisper, with more than a hint of sadness in her voice. At that moment, a loud knocking started at the front door, urgent, demanding. Uncle Raymond made a sign with his hand, signaling quiet, and pointed to the far hall. She understood. Even as a little girl, they had rehearsed exits, escape routes, signals. He routinely scouted everything when he arrived in a new building. She used to think that it was all for her entertainment, games invented to amuse her. Now she knew differently. She had seen it for herself. Preparation meant everything. She shouldn't be surprised that he had mapped out this home long before. She found herself doing the very same thing, the result of a lifetime with her beloved Uncle Raymond. With a shake of her head, she followed her uncle. He took a slight deviation from the normal route to the back door, slipping to the right. He pulled one of the frame pieces of art off the wall and tucked it under his arm. It was smaller than the other pieces and oddly out of place now that she was paying attention. She prayed to the Almighty as they slipped out the back entrance, thanking God for her uncle. Mistake number 3. What was that? That's the Book of Mistakes. It's a side plot explaining how the Book of Mistakes made its way into the hands of the people who have it in the present day. Basically, it's like letting you know, like, this information, it took a really long time, a big pain in the ass to get this information to you, so take it fucking serious. Now, the cool thing about it is, like, so far, I'm on mistake number 3. The first two mistakes are those are my jams. Don't be playing a role in someone else's play. Be the main character in your own. Actually write your own. The second one is to do not allow other people to define your value. Your value is for you to decide. Fuck what everybody else thinks. Oh, that's just a dude who calls me once in a while and makes me feel better about myself when I'm emotionally challenged. Nope. I'm the guy that messages you when I get this intuitive feeling and I go, let me get this out because I don't want to hold on to this shit. Let me throw it on them. Let me throw it on her. Let me throw it on him. Let me throw it on this person. Let me throw it on there. Let me throw it on here. We start to build these storylines, and I think that's what's happening right now is, like, I think as humans, we're just kind of taught to build these, like, storylines out of our feelings. Like, everything we know is a lie. Everything we know is fake, but for some reason we cling. We cling to it like it's the only reality that's... Like, it's the only reality. It's amazing. Meanwhile, it has absolutely nothing to do with what's really going on. Well, maybe not nothing, but... I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking crazy, dude. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm evolving out of all this shit. Like okay, this old life of mine, this past life, like, that's what's been going on. Is, like, I feel like I've been transitioning out of who I was and into something else. And it's just, like, I know there's a part of me that's, like, kind of, like, in a rush. And, like, all right, come on, let's get the fucking show on the road now. I'm ready to fucking move on. But, what do they say? The beginning is, you're ready to move on once your desire outweighs your distraction. But I think that's kind of, like, coded. It's not a matter of, like, putting down what's distracting you and just doing the shit. It's, like, figuring out how your distraction is actually benefiting you. Because is this a distraction? Is the shit that I do, the shit that I post on social media, is that a distraction? Is that what that is? It's keeping me from doing what I'm doing. I'm writing a fucking book with my left hand with 13 fucking pens. It takes me an hour to write one side of one fucking page. Sometimes I have to blow off some fucking steam on fucking social media because I don't have anyone to talk to. Well, why don't you just write about it? Because it's difficult to fucking write all of that shit. I have multiple streams of fucking writing that I do. I have my journals, I have my social media, I have this. Because different forms of communication are used for different forms of healing. I can say shit on here that I can't say shit over there, and I can say shit on there that I can't say here or there. So it's all part of the process. Not to mention the fact that public speaking is something that's really important to me because I love to hear the sound of my own voice, and I like to imagine myself talking to large quantities of people who pay shit tons of money to listen to me tell them how fucking stupid they are. Because sometimes people just need to be degraded a little bit. I know I do. It helps me. It helps me build up my fucking dragon armor. Yeah, I'm a fucking bastard. My father's the fucking devil. That's why my father had to die, so he can go back to hell. Because he spent too much time in a human body. But he just passed on just enough of himself to live on in me. And same with me and my son, who will hopefully live out the human life that I am foregoing. Get a nice trade job, marry someone that you love, and have children that you never want to leave like your daddy left you. Because you're better than him. Or it's not that at all. Presume that it is. Why are you letting yourself think that way? So I get it the fuck out of me. I can't not be a victim if I don't allow myself to be a victim. Oh, this come from Mr. There's No Victims. No, there's not. But the only way to fucking get that out of my brain, to get my brain back in fucking order, is to let myself be a fucking victim and be fucking pissed off at everybody else for being pieces of shit to me. Yeah, but what about how you're a piece of shit? It doesn't fucking matter right now, you idiot. I get it. But I have to feel it to get it the fuck out. What the fuck did... Like, are we fucking that stupid? Are you that dumb? Because I feel some idiot fucking... God damn it. Discard the unnecessary to make room for what matters. And don't be like fucking Pharaoh. Be humble in the face of God and be able to admit that, yeah, this is who I am. This is what I have on the inside of me. This is who I am. This is called shadow work, you dumb fuck! I'm not fucking screaming at you. I'm screaming at the fucking the apparitions in my head that are making me feel like I'm doing something that's wrong. Fuck you. What would be wrong is to me not to face this shit. So don't fucking tell me what the fuck to do. This is why I'm better than everybody else, because I can fucking deal with this shit without fucking hiding from it and making believing that it's not there. I fucking do this shit so I can be fucking free. I don't give a flying fuck about anybody else and the fucking shackles that they keep on themselves. I don't give a shit. It's not my fucking job to help fucking nobody except for me. Unless, hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. They say that when the student is ready, the teacher will arrive. You know what? Maybe when the teacher is ready, the students will start to arrive too. So maybe there's a possibility that one day I'll have a student who I can tell who's a fucking moron, you dumb shit. And we'll start with me. Because the riddle is that one must be their own student and teacher. Dumb fuck. You fucking idiot. It's not about other people. The only reason everybody else is just a fucking tool. They're a tool and a stepping stone to get you to the next fucking level. We want to fucking, oh my God, that's so wrong to say about somebody. Even your own mother, even my own mother. Just like for a time in her life, I was just a stepping stool for her so that she can get to the next part of her life. She may regret it. She may regret having me. She may regret having my siblings. She may regret marrying my father, which is what led to her having me. But you know what? You did it. Everything happens for a fucking reason. You did the universe a favor by having the most amazing man as a fucking son. And I'm talking about this one. Because I am the best fucking human ever. I am better than every other fucking just meat slob in this fucking world. Even the best ones are shit compared to me. I am the best thing that has ever happened to this fucking universe because I actually appreciate it and give it purpose and meaning. The day that I was born was the day that this universe was created. It's the only day that matters. It is the highest, holy of holy days is my birthday. You ever read the book, the Satanic Bible? A lot of fucking dumb motherfuckers think that it's about worshiping Satan. And in a way it is. It depends on how you define Satan now. I don't believe in Satan. That's alright, because Satan believes in you. I believe in Satan because I am Satan. This is Satan. My meat suit. The meat suit that wants to get his dick sucked while eating a fucking bloody red steak after fucking, and then finishing a fucking big rail of cocaine on some whore's back. He talks like that, does he? He just did. You gonna cut my tongue out? Go fuck yourself. I'm also the one that wants to bash a fucking kitten's fucking brains in. Fucking kick a dog again. I used to love beating the shit out of my dog so much. It's like, I just... Like, it felt so good to bring pain and fear. I used to feel it go up my spine. It was like a... You're sick. No. I'm a predator. Wolf in sheep's clothing? No. Straight up wolf. There ain't no fucking sheep's clothing around. I don't wear a fucking costume. I don't hide from what the fuck I am. I'm a fucking predator. You know what? You know what predators love? I learned this from my cat, Miss Lunatic. Predators, we get off on fear. That's what makes the hunt so the stalk so delicious, is that like you're fucked, you don't even know it. Clever girl. You ever see fucking Jurassic Park? You know when the fucking dude has the one raptor right in front of his face, but there's the other raptor coming to his side, he doesn't realize until she's right fucking there. He's like, fuck. Yeah. One of the benefits of being able to be in multiple places at the same time and be a predator is that you can pull off cool maneuvers like that. Hey, pay attention to me over here. Oh, but don't forget about that one over there. And there's the one that you don't even see. There's 4 of me. There's 4 dimensions to me. There's me that does this. And I'm loving that this is coming out. Like, this is a part of me that has never seen the light of day. And I know that there's nobody around, but it's just the chaotic potential that I'm fucking recording this and throwing this on YouTube. That's like, to me, that's like, how do you, that's like, it feels like Russian roulette. How I would imagine Russian roulette to feel like. This is what it felt like when I put the fucking gun to my head. Because I could see the end, But I also know that there's like a ultimate, like, there's a reward that comes out of this too. Like this is fucking traumatic as fuck, believe me. But because there's gonna be a part of me that's like, oh my god, I can't believe you did that. You told everybody that. Listen, once I fucking plug this in and upload it and put a fucking cool name on the video, like, I'm done. Alright, next thing. Then I got my fucking journals. My journals are fucking, that's a whole other story. We're talking about 4 million motherfucking words that are handwritten. And I've been reading them. Like, there's a story in there that you people are just too fucking stupid. You'll never be able to fucking believe it. I call it fiction nonfiction. It's the first of its kind, because what you can do is you can read it forwards and backwards. You don't have to read it in one direction. It's actually my idea is to produce it so that it has to be read backwards first. It has to be read backwards before you can read it forwards. Oh, that's a sexy idea. That's a fucking really cool idea. Exactly. Then I got my Facebook. I love my Facebook page. That's my favorite. Because that's a different kind of therapy. Because that one, there are people I know, people I live with that are on there, and I know they see some things. I don't know how much they read. I mean, because when I write novels. I might be writing like fucking 8,000 characters in one clip. I think the most I've ever written was 10,000 words on Facebook. 10,000 words. In one sitting. It's 7 hours straight. I didn't fucking take a break. No, I couldn't take a break because I didn't have any cigarettes. I wrote till fucking sunrise. Before that, I wrote 8,000 words. And the fucked up thing was, I wrote a thing with 8,000 words, and I was telling someone about it, and the 10,000 came out of my mouth, and I'm like, fuck. And I knew I kind of over-exaggerated it, but then I started thinking about it, like, well, you know what, it's close enough. I mean, if you round up, you're not lying. And then that night, I found myself in a position where I was writing, and I just kept on going. I'll go, fuck it, let's see how far we can go. 7 hours later, I had like 10,000 words. I think it was over like 10,200. And I don't give a fuck about the punctuation or the grammar. It's your, not your. Go fuck yourself. When was the last time you wrote 10,000 words in one sitting? Did you ever write 10,000 words in one sitting? No, probably not. Was this guy, who's that? Stephen King claims that he had written, I don't know if he still does, 2,000 words a day? Easy. No fucking problem. I could do fucking 2,000, I could do almost 1,000 words in one sitting. Like that. And sometimes I write like 2-3 fucking posts a fucking day. Not to mention everything that I'm writing in my fucking journals. And now my journals right now, like I'm just fucking around with this fucking pen stuff. Like, normally I write with my left hand. I'll fucking bang them things, I bang them shits out in like fucking 2 weeks, 3 weeks. A month is usually the top. With this, what I'm doing right now, this is just a fuck you, suck my fucking dick and suckle on my balls nice and tenderly, because you will never be as fucking bad a motherfucker as me, because only a bad motherfucker can pull this fucking shit off. I promise you that. Because you idiots even know why the fuck I'm doing that? I'm creating a fucking god. I'm resurrecting a god. And I'm using my body as the fucking vessel for it. Because I'm doing the will of the fucking universe. The fucking, the prime consciousness, the main fucking consciousness, the consciousness of God that exists behind the entire fucking universe, God and Goddess. The Mother God and the Father God. The Mother and Father God and Goddess of the universe. We encapsulate that into one term, God. There we go. Boom. They have been guiding me along as their shepherd, as my shepherd, as their prophet, to prepare my internal self to be able to hold on to God inside of me. Which requires it requires a fucking brain that isn't fucking soaked and dripping fucking poison from all the dumb shit that's on TV. I don't watch fucking TV. I read books. I play video games. I talk and interact with people. I try to do it in person. But we live in a fucking society where people are so fucking desperate to keep away from each other. My fucking would-be girlfriend is wrapped up in her fucking vagina, potentially. Wrapped up in her vagina right now, lying in bed, staring at the wall. She'd be doing other things too. Like out with somebody. having fun and enjoying her life. But given the track record, I'd say that it's probably the former. I haven't been on a fucking date. You know how much fucking effort I had to put into going on a fucking date the last time I went on a date? And it was perfectly timed. It was actually amazing because it was all through divine timing how it all worked. Like, it was divine intervention to actually put me in the place where I had to be to ask this girl out so I could take her out for her birthday. It was fucking amazing. And I would do it again. It was such a fucking pain in the ass. But you know what? It was just an experiment to see if I had the balls to pull it off. I didn't expect it to work. Part of me did. But also part of me didn't. And the fact that it did work out made me go, exactly. Don't let anybody, don't let my feelings of what I think other people think about me, that shit ain't true. That's for fuck sure. Because it's actually the opposite. The reason that people can't be around me is because they think so low of themselves that they're afraid that I'm going to see it. Don't worry, I already saw it. Why even start something that's not going to end well? That's how I'm feeling. What the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing, like, pursuing this fucking girl who... doesn't seem to make any kind of... that doesn't make any kind of a effort. And what effort I do see is so, like, minuscule compared to mine. See, now, there's a part of me, too. Like, I say that, but there's actually a part of me that goes, well, also keep in mind how much work you've done to yourself. Not everybody has the same amount of time and freedom as you do. No, but that's one of the benefits of living with your mom, is you don't have to work. What about your own bills? Fuck your bills. Your bills aren't that important, you dumb shit. You want to fucking stay wrapped up in your vagina for the rest of your fucking life? You're turning into an old fucking maid. I laugh at myself. I laugh at myself and go, oh my God, my grandmother would fucking kill me if she knew that I was in love with an old maid. This is the best I can do? This coming from the 42-year-old man who lives with his mom. Yeah, exactly. There's a chauvinistic side to me as well. It's not like I'm all fucking sweet and butter all day, every day. I don't ever let this fucking side out of me. This has been fucking toxifying and fucking fermenting for fucking years. I don't get to do this. And I'm not gonna fucking waste it, and I'm not gonna let it just fucking sit in there and turn into fucking cancer, which is man-made. Get this fucking shit out. Not to mention the fact, motherfucker, that it's fucking almost cancer season. Cancer starts in fucking like 3 days. Less than a week. What do we got on the fucking 20th? That the fucking the solstice is? Like that's it. That's fucking cancer time. Crab. Make like a fucking crab and start shedding all the bullshit out. That's what this is. Purging. Purging, shedding. Think of it like a fucking big scary viper that's got some big ass fucking fangs. It's gonna fucking poison the fuck out of you when it bites you. But what's happening is right now, it's getting the fucking skin off of it that's stuck. You ever see a fucking snake try to fucking shed its goddamn skin? Do you know how stressful that is to watch? You ever watch a crab molt? Do you know how it fucking makes me grit my teeth like this? Because I can't fucking take it. You gotta just sit there for hours, just slowly wiggling. gotta rub up against rocks and try to get this shit off of me. I'm so fucking constricted. It's like wearing a shirt that's too fucking tight. Luckily, I'm small, so this doesn't bother me. Imagine putting on a fucking little kid's shirt. You're trying to get the fuck out of them. That's magic. Because I fucking love that. The nice thing about knowing about astrology, dumb fuck, is that knowing what's coming, you can kind of almost prepare yourself for it, because it's like, we live in a universe of repeating cycles and balance. So if all of these symbols and all of the messages and all the storylines are really what they say they are, and they have proven themselves to be so, as this has happened every single year for the past 5 years I've been paying attention to it. So if I kind of have an idea of where things go from here, all it's a matter of is just preparing for it. And what would I do? What is that telling me? What is the fucking story that it's telling me? You want a fucking energy update, you fucking pieces of shit? Go watch fucking one of the fucking other million people that fucking give energy reports. They know what they're doing. No, but what this moon is about, what this energy is, we have a fucking a new moon in 2 days, 4 days, 3 days, 15, 16, 17, 18, 4 fucking days. It's about letting go of the fucking shit that you're holding on to in the deepest, darkest parts of you that's preventing you from having the most ideal, highest, and best fucking relationship with the person that's inside of you. The authentic you that lives inside of you that you hide like a fucking, like fucking Golem hides the ring. Rather than live in a fucking cave, my precious. You live in a fucking cave like a fucking animal. Nigga, you're blind. You can't even see. That's how fucked up you are. And people so fucking stuck in the past. You know what fucking year it is, right? It's like the year 5000. That fucking horse shit that you're fucking... That horse shit that you go by... That's not the real fucking time. You've been duped. Whoever the fuck wrote the protocols of the learned elders of Zion, let's pretend that it wasn't the Jews, okay? Somebody fucking wrote it, and whoever the fuck wrote it knew what the fuck they were talking about. The second fucking protocol is all about, or was it the third? No, it's the second. The second fucking protocol actually describes how they're gonna use time against people. And they fucking did. You don't even practice time the right way. People act like their time is so precious and so important, but you don't even use it to the fullest potential that you have of it. I have to go through a whole re-education system just to figure out how to fucking do this shit. Like right now, it's the hour of Saturn. Thank you. On the day of Mercury. Ooh. 4:42 to 5:57. That's the hour of Saturn. Why is it longer than 60 minutes? It's longer than 60 minutes because it's a fucking relative hour. You are stupid.
You are stupid. Just remember, you just say, I am stupid. I don't know anything. Don't fucking argue with me, because you are stupid and you do not know anything. You only know what you're told. So shut the fuck up and pay attention to what the fuck I'm saying, you dumb shit. Because you're an idiot. You're an idiot fucking sandwich. Just like Gordon Rick. Go get the fucking bread. And then smack yourself in the face with it, you dumb shit. You're a fucking idiot. A fucking hour of Saturn. Tomorrow, and get this too, dumb shit. 4:42 to 5:57. That's the 10th hour of the day. 10th. 2 more hours left in the fucking day. Why is it over 60 minutes? Because you're a fucking idiot. That's why. That's the only reason why. Because you're a fucking idiot. Yeah, but that hour's 77 minutes. How does that work? So what you do is you calculate the amount of time from sunrise to sunset. Then you divide it by 12. By doing so, you will then also separate the hours of the night as well. The hours of the night are not going to be 77 minutes because we are in the spring, moving towards summer, which means that daylight is increasing. We have about 14 and a half hours of daylight every day right now. And it's increasing. It's going to continue to increase for the next week. And then on the day of the solstice, that's going to be the longest day of the entire motherfucking year. You're going to have 70 or 80 minute fucking hours. Then, from that day forward, daylight is going to start decreasing by about a minute a day until we get to the winter solstice, which is when we're going to have about a fucking 40-minute hour. At that point, we're going to start increasing again until we get to the springs, equinox. Then we have a 60-minute hour because there's only 2 days a year that an hour is 60 minutes. It's on the 2 equinoxes. And you know what? It's not even an exact 60 minutes. It's 60 minutes and 8 seconds. All fucking day. All 24 hours. All 24 motherfucking hours are going to be fucking 60 minutes and 8 seconds. Except for maybe the last hour. Because you have been fucking lied to, you dumb shit. This isn't fucking just Jews. This is witches and pagans. All the people who practice magic. And even the people who have made magic into their fucking religion practice this. You don't know anything because you're a fucking idiot. This has nothing to do with Christianity. This has to do with being a fucking Jew and the people who the Jews stole their stuff from. The Jews made a religion out of magic. They're the only ones who have this information because they don't share it with anybody. You have to be a Jew in order to get privy to this. As of late, you can kind of figure it out on your own, but it's really only calling to the people who have Israelite blood already flowing through their veins, and the Jews are not the only ones who have that, which you may not know this, but racism is real, and racism actually plays an important factor in the natural cycles of the world, including humans. We may pretend, we like to pretend we're all equal. We're not all equal. We all evolve from something different. That's why we all look different. That's why nobody is the same. Some fucking idiot tell me I'm just like everybody else. We all have the same shit. Wrong, motherfucker. You could be just like everybody else, but you're going to be the only one. No, all the other fucking retards that think like you too. What does this fucking mean? We're in an hour of Saturn on the day of Mercury. Saturn is Chronos. Time, karma, struggle, discomfort. the work that has to be put into doing this, the difficult work that has to be put into doing something that is going to bear the best of fruits. Saturn is pain. Saturn sucks. Saturn is quitting smoking. Saturn is watching a naked girl dance, but you can't jerk off. Saturn is having to watch someone do all the drugs that you love, but you can't touch anything. Saturn is watching your wife get fucked by a black dude. Or a white dude. Oh, that'll sting. Saturn is waking up Monday morning. The Monday morning after the Super Bowl. Or whatever your favorite thing was the night before. That you regret everything because you have to go to work. You have to go back to that. I have to go back to the real world. What? That's not the real world though. That's not real. That's all made up. Why the fuck is there more precedents put on the fake make-believe stuff than the real stuff? There's people, I'm thinking about my friend again, like she's more serious about her job than she is her own fucking life. Based on my perspective, but I see that with fucking everybody. If you put as much energy into your life as you do your fucking job, where the fuck do you think you would be? Like I watched my mother. My mother had this fucking amazing opportunity. She had this amazing opportunity and she let it go. Why? Because she didn't have anyone fucking encouraging her. Now she works for a fucking corporation. She's just a fucking number. It's disgusting to me. The same with my brother, same with my sister, same with my brother-in-law. Just fucking numbers. You're all fucking numbers. You're a number. I don't even want to know what your name is. Just give me your employee number. Oh, is that what this is all about? You're never gonna get anyone to want to fucking work for you talking like this. What? Of course they will. Because there are people that are gonna respect the honesty and go, fuck, I want to be this guy's employee. Fine, because we're hiring. What do you want to do? Here's what the job qualifications is. Find something that you love and then do it. That's your job. It can evolve. It doesn't have to stay as one thing either. It can actually evolve over time. Because what you start doing, you might evolve past and go, oh, you know what? This might actually be cool if I try this. All right, go ahead, give it a try. Fuck it. See what happens. If you need any backup, you let me know. If you need any input, I'll help you out. But that's your job working for me, is to do what makes you feel like your fucking soul is lit up. That's a great idea, because one of my intentions is to be the most potent fucking job creator in all of human history, because the jobs that I give the people are so very simple. Do as thou wilt. Do what makes you happy. I protect you. I will protect you. Look at me as kind of like your personal, what is it? Like a union representative. If somebody's got shit to say about what you're doing, send them over to me. I'll deal with them. Because when I'm done with them, they'll be an employee. What do I get out of it? The satisfaction of knowing that I'm contributing to the job creation in the United States. And it doesn't have to be entrepreneurial training. I'm the entrepreneur. Maybe one day you'll want to go off and start your own thing. But for right now, maybe you just want to get used to fucking being your own person for a change. Hey, and maybe you love money. Maybe what you want to do is help make me make money. Help the organization make money. Because the organization needs money, not me. That's the only way it's going to expand. And I have bills I gotta pay. I got rent I gotta pay. I'd actually like to find office space where I can sleep. And work from bed. Naked. With my dick out. So that I can say, what you doing today? How's work going? I'm good. I'm lying in bed naked with my dick out. Working. How are you doing? Good. I just clocked out for lunch. That's awesome. I just ate my breakfast, naked with my dick out in bed, while working. Because I don't get to clock in or out. I'm always clocked in. If you're gonna fucking clock in for a job, why not fucking do it for yourself? Because of money. Stop being a fucking pussy. Hey, I don't give a I'm gonna get some shit potentially. Because I don't have any money left. I got less than $2 in my bank account. Maybe less than $3 in my bank account. I might potentially get shit for that. Where are you gonna get the money from? Don't give a fuck. God told me. I'm following the fucking word of God. That's literally what I'm doing. If you have a fucking problem with the shit that I'm doing, go to fucking church and tell God himself. You tell God. I don't like what you're telling my son. I don't like what you're telling my brother. I don't like what you're telling my friend. Go fucking tell God. Actually, no, don't even waste your time at the Christian church. Go to the Jew church and you talk to that God. I thought you said you weren't a Jew. I'm not a Jew, but I know who the Jew God is. His name is Satan. If the Christians have God, the Jews have Satan. That's the way it fucking works. And I think the Muslims have Lucifer. All the same fucking guy. God, Lucifer. Yeah, that actually makes all the sense. The three heads of Satan. Three faces of God. And just a coincidence that they all look like me. I can't feel bad either. There's a fucking song playing and it's actually going on about yo, this is what fucking quitting smoking's like? Yeah. I fucking love when I quit smoking. I stopped giving a fuck about everything. But I've never tried this before where I let it out. This is kind of cool. I'm really enjoying the fuck out of this. And that's the point, is that feeling that I feel from quitting, from not smoking, it's gonna be there. It's not going anywhere. There is no healing that wound. It's not even a wound. It's just it's a drive. It's just the drive to continue. It has to be a void because it's got to be the one hole that you can't plug. This way there's always a constant flow of energy going through it. But we're so backed up because we're stupid who don't know how to utilize time the right way. Time fluctuates. Time increases and decreases in speed, in length. It's supposed to flow with the natural cycles of the fucking universe. Why are the Jews talking? Why do the Jews know about this stuff, but you don't know about this stuff? Why don't you know about this? Huh, dum-dum? Why? It's called a relative hour. Yeah, but they use our hour. Listen, they do it just to fucking placate you. They know what they're doing. There's 12 hours of daylight and there's 12 hours of darkness every single day. It's just that it's just it's the opposite of way you keep track of time. It's just the length of the hours fluctuate. So stupid, man. And it's more aesthetically pleasing too. The other way is so miserable. It's like literally the most miserable thing ever. Ugh. It gets dark at 4 o'clock. No, motherfucker. It gets dark at 12. No, I'm sorry. It gets dark at 13. That's right. The 13th hour, which begins at sunset. The first hour, the 24th hour, ends at sunrise. The first hour begins at sunrise. The 12th hour ends at sunset. The 13th hour starts at sunset. Noon is the halfway point between sunrise and sunset. That is when the sun is going to be at the peak of the sky. Guaranteed. So fucking stupid. Oh my God. I was watching Miss LX explain some like degrading, like the art of degradation and BDSM. And you fucking idiots are so fucking dumb. You let people tell you how to live your life. You live like a fucking slave. No wonder we live in a fucking world of subs. That's what it is. The proletariat and the bourgeoisie. The subs and the doms. Then even you can break the bourgeoisie down into middle management, upper management, which again, middle management would be the subs to the upper management's dom. But then you go up higher up the food chain, eventually we get to the CEO. The CEO is going to be like the dom of the doms. But here's the fucking thing, is that dom, the CEO dom, he's also a switch. Don't let his fucking cold demonic demeanor fucking fool you, because he still has to suck the dick of the fucking shareholders. The shareholders are the doms of the doms. But even they are switches in their own way, because they have to suck the dick of money. Because they wouldn't be doing what they were doing if there was not a profit involved. Because believe me, ask this question to most people. Would you be doing what you're doing if you weren't being paid to do what you're doing? Would you be doing what you're doing if you weren't being paid to do what you're doing? I mean, you can talk to any subclass, and what you'll see, oh, I get it. The subclass, yeah, the submissive classes. The classes that like to get fucked from behind by the upper classes. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you can call it lower class or upper class, but let's call it the subclass. That's what most people are. You go to the middle class, the middle class people, and I know what the middle class is. The middle class isn't going away. The middle class has got to stay there forever to keep you fucking dum-dums fucking caught up in your little rat race, in your negative feedback loops, because that's what happens. It's not a rat race. You're not on a hamster wheel. You're in a negative feedback loop. And here's the best part about it. This is my favorite part about it, because I know this is what tells me that this is going to go on a lot longer than what people expect. I'm in a really prime position in my life. Is that negative feedback loop that most people are in. I don't have negative feedback loops anymore. Now, I know I just said that I'm going to be tested, but I already know how negative feedback loops work. And unless we change the rules, and there's only a few ways, I'll figure that out too. But Here's the hard part. Find all the negative feedback loops that you're stuck in your life, because there's probably more than one. It's not just your job, probably your relationship. And each relationship has its own little twist to it. Be glad for it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all the pain. Thank you for all the suffering. I love it so much. This is the best. I say negative, but this is actually the most positive relationship I've ever had in my life. That toxicity, people would fucking throw you into the trash without a second fucking thought, but I embrace the fuck out of it. I love your toxicity. Don't ever fucking change, you little narcissist vampire. It is so sexy. It's delicious. Scrumtrulescent. That's how much I fucking love it. That the most vaguest, obscurest fucking Will Ferrell reference I can think of is actually what I feel that word means. Scrumtrulescent. I fucking love it. In my mind right now, I see like my own fucking toxic. I feel like I'm just dripping toxicity. But you know what? It's fucking medicine. And what I can also see is a bunch of little fucking nothings just suckling off of it. Just. Because these poor little babies have been neglected for God knows how long. Like, it's fucking disgusting. It is so fucking disgusting because I have to feed myself. It's a shame to see what goes on with people, but you know what? Like, you can't even fucking wake people up to it. Hey, you're a vampire, by the way. What? You're a fucking vampire. You're sucking the life out of everything and everyone around you. That's why everybody's so miserable. Start being happy. They're not gonna get. They don't worry. You're not making them miserable. It just happens to be you're just a bunch of miserable motherfuckers all fucking crammed to one fucking place. Whether you're dead here, somewhere else, they're gonna be miserable no matter what. I know the little voice in your head is telling you like, oh, everybody will be better off without me. No, they're gonna be in the exact same spot without you. Trust me. Nobody's life's gonna get any better or worse. You're not as important as you think you are. Believe. You're just another NPC in everybody else's game. So, that being said, why don't you start being the main character on your own? Start writing your own story. God, you're a fucking idiot. What do I write about? Write about yourself. Holy shit. I'm gonna fucking spell it out for you. Just fucking write. Write yourself a fucking text message. You don't have to fucking learn fucking calligraphy, dumb fuck. No one's asking you to learn a new fucking language. Just fucking write a couple words. Fucking peasants. God, I hope I get to fucking push that goddamn button, man. A button. I want to shoot a nuclear bomb into something. I want to shoot every nuclear bomb off all at the same time. Oh, God. I deserve it. I deserve it. I'd be doing this fucking world a favor by burning it all down. It's not to go anyway. Like, we're at a critical mass, and this is just how fucking things go at these extinction events. It's not the first time it's happened. How many times has fucking God, Zeus, Yodin? How many times has the fucking humanity been fucking wiped out? The Chinese? Like, humans have to get fucking wiped out from time to time. Alright, start this bitch over again. Like, you idiots are gonna fucking wipe each other out, and you're gonna think it's gonna be because of you, but it was actually like that was all part of the plan the whole time. Alright, well, let's see what happens if we let them think that they're in charge. Meanwhile, we're just sitting back watching, going, what the fuck? Is this fucking for real? I used to think it was me. Even last night I was saying this, like, my mood is affecting everybody else. No, it really isn't. Because I'm fucking happy all the time. I'm fucking smiling like a motherfucker. There's days I'm going to make my coffee. I'm sitting there fucking smiling myself going, and I'm imagining, all I can hear are people going, what's this motherfucker smiling about? Like, to slap that smile right off his face. Not like he knows what it's like to struggle. Doesn't know like he knows anything about hardship. Excuse me? Who here actually has kids? Who here is actually estranged from them? And has had to separate themselves from that child for the betterment of the child and for themselves? How many people actually have the balls to fucking put themselves first instead of fucking trying to play martyr? You can play martyr for so long before it's like, fuck this shit, dude. I ain't doing this no more. Nigga, you don't like me as the fucking Messiah? Move the fuck along. I don't give a fuck. I ain't nobody's fucking martyr. Use the story of Jesus as a metaphor, you dumb piece of shit. You stupid human. You're a fucking peasant. Prince Harry said something really cool in his book. There was a time when royalty was looked at as divine. And you know what? He's right, because that's when royalty was divine. I am fucking divine royalty. There is fucking divine royal blood flowing through my fucking veins. Why do I look down on people? Because that's just what predators do. You don't see a fucking alligator trying to make nice with a chicken. The alligator eats the chicken. That's why human race is divided into two. At the base component, it's separated into two factions: predator and prey. Pack predators. Are there pack predators? I love that idea. Yeah, it's called a corporation. And a religion. Nah, but something a little bit more... I want to be a predator's predator. My dick actually gets hard for that. Like, it's actually like half thinking about it. Like, I want to be a corporate bully. Like, I want to predate the predators. Like even great white sharks. Listen, even great white sharks, they are prey to something bigger than it. We don't really know the life cycles of those fucking sharks, but we do know that they got a white belly. That's fucking hiding them from something. That, or it's bringing attention to them to something, because that there's always a bigger fish. And whatever the fuck is eating great white sharks, you better believe, what the fuck would people know about that thing for? That thing's fucking living under the ground, under the deepest fucking parts of the fucking ocean. What do we explore? 5% of the ocean, you dumb shit! You stupid! Stupid! What do you use? You have what you have, like fucking conscious fucking awareness of 5% of your brain being used, you fucking mongrel. You're a fucking pet. That's what I want. Human pets. Wormy McSquirmy and fucking Jeeves. And fucking Ringo to play the little fucking chest drums every time he thinks I'm making a joke. Badooch. Dumb piece of shit. Fucking motherfucker. You're gonna blow a gasket. No, I'm not gonna fucking blow a gasket. The gasket's already been blown. I got rid of the gasket. I don't even fucking need one anymore. Huh. No, what's gonna fucking happen is people are about to find out about the next stage of human evolution that is beyond anything that they could have possibly comprehended. There's going to be a point where people are going to have to start talking about the spiritual awakening thing that's going on. Like, they're ignoring it like the fucking plague. There ain't no fucking talk about it. Nigga, you better start talking about this shit soon. Because you got people like me that are going to lose their fucking minds. I'll be the spokesperson. I'm the spokesperson. Fuck all that bullshit with the love and light. No, I'm a fucking nasty motherfucker, and I don't got nothing nice to say. That's not true. You are a sweetie pie. I know. Yeah, I'll be the representative, because I'm the only fucking one that can do it. Because everyone else is a fucking fraud and a liar. I'm the only person that can actually be honest enough with myself. No, Derek's actually perfect. No fucking shit! Which probably explains why I've been having this vision coming to me of people watching this and trying to throw this shit in my face. And cherry pick. You said this. I don't give a fuck what I said that day because that was me getting some shit out that needed to get out. So sprechen the dick. And give me some fucking challenges to fucking solve because you people are so fucked. And listen, I'm gonna wipe out humanity. I want to wipe out as much as humanity as possible. There are too many of you fucking idiots to control, and everything needs to be brought down to a much simpler number. Something a little bit more reasonable. So what we need to do is probably cut out at least, I'm gonna say a quarter of the population. We'll start there and then just work it back. Drop it down a quarter, see how it works. Oh, no, trust me. And by the time this is actually proposed, you're going to be begging me to do it. Because you're going to realize how smart it is. There are too many people. There's too much bullshit going on that you can't control everything. You cannot catch a fucking coconut while you're holding 2 fucking watermelons. You got to drop some shit. You have to get rid of what's necessary to make room for what matters. How many people matter? Raise your hands. How many people in this world actually believe that their life is serving a greater purpose? I would bet you that it's more than 50%. Like an actual genuine cause. You are actually working towards making life on this planet and in this universe, this solar system better by what you're doing. Raise your hands. Me. I do. Am I right? I don't fucking know. All I know is I'm just doing what I'm feeling, and what I'm feeling is telling me you're doing exactly what you need to be doing to do exactly what you have been dreaming of doing for your entire life. Because you seem to be the only fucking person that's not afraid to embrace your potential. And your potential is not a fucking delusion. Other people's delusion is your reality. Your reality is other people's delusion because no one will ever be as perfect and great and amazing as you already know that you are. So don't feel bad because everybody else else is an NPC in your fucking universe. I don't give a fuck who they are. That even goes for Elon Musk. Is just an NPC in your game. How does that make you feel? Sad. But this is the way. Because apparently there's a natural order to things, and the natural order seems to want me to be at the fucking center of it. Okay. The prima mobile. Prime mover. And then beneath are the 8 layers of consciousness that go beneath it. Okay. Oh, we're going there. Nah. We're going fucking Tetra Biblica. Oh. Okay. This is exactly what they want. But it's yours. And you're allowed to do with it whatever you want. Okay? Well, let's keep on doing what we're doing because it's working. What's the hour? Is it still Saturn? Yeah, this is not fucking easy shit to fucking deal with. I don't give a fuck if you think this is work. This is hard work. Because allowing this part of me to come out and actually be able to open up with it as if there's other people there. Like I said, this is